Hello. Well, wait to get a couple people on here. So, let's invite a couple people. Oh, that's some gun. That's a lot of gun. But anyways, I'm doing this video because a couple things came to mind. Just watched a video about a lady who was going to be named Nameless, who went to New York to help out with the crisis going on over there. And she was disgusted with what she saw in New York. That in hospitals that she was at, that people are being left to die. That they're being left to fend for themselves. And that's why the death toll is going up so high. It's not because of this damn disease shit. That's an excuse. I understand that it's like a flu. It's another sickness, okay? We got other things to worry about than this pandemic cover-up crap that's going on. We all know it. I mean, the doctors and nurses and some of them are having their kids being taken because they're putting their kids to exposure possibility. Hey, that's like anywhere, okay? Duh. We know this. The problem is we need to focus more on the families. Like Bullock said. He said we have to work together to be the safety of our future, our family, our children. So, if that's what you want to do, Bullock, why don't you come out with it and actually listen to us, the ones that are actually speaking of the truth that's going on to our children after they're taken from good parents and grandparents. I mean, you've been sent email after email, phone call after phone call. What's your excuse for not coming to to not go to the meetings, the legislature meetings, okay? You could have came down there and listened to stories as well, but you haven't. You deter yourself to do something else when you can actually listen to people and the kids themselves of what is going on. So what's your excuse on not standing up and doing the right thing? Okay. So I mean, come on. You know what the truth is. You know what's going on. And you are intentionally ignoring it. Senator Daines, he emailed me back. Okay. He emailed me back and said that he stands there for families and for children and for the future. And I mean, I'll post the email I got on the below this after I get done. Give me a second. Let me turn that down. So, basically, I never heard back from Senator Daines after I got that email. Okay? And I've emailed him back. I said, well, why is it that you say you stand for families and you want to be there and do the right thing, but yet you have not come back and reached out to help the kids and help the families since that last email? Nothing's been done. I'm just flabbergasted of how ignorant people have become, just ignoring the truth. We're speaking from experience. We're telling you what's actually really happening and what's going on to our kids. Okay. And we're being turned away like sitting ducks. And there is no need for it. I thought I turned it down. Jiminy Christmas, holy crackers. Okay. Volume. Shush. Okay. So, I mean, people know what's going on. But the ones that have the money, have the nice houses, have the things going right, and being told lies about what's going on, are the ones that are Sorry with that. Are the ones that are ignoring us. Okay? We have nothing to hide. We have nothing to fear from them. Because we know them. We know how they work. We know what strategies they use. I can tell you from multiple cases I know about, including my own, of what avenue each one of them were taken down. And each of those avenues are illegal. Especially when they gloat about it, and laugh about it, and mock you about it, and put more lie after lie after lie on top of the original lie. I mean, what more obvious evidence do people need to see, besides coming from the kids' mouths and tears? I mean, come on. The truth is being exposed everywhere. I share them daily, because things get said to me because they know that I will let people know the truth. I've done nothing wrong. And freedom of speech is the freedom of speech of truth. And unless the people and the kids and the victims that were once victims that have gone through this are now warriors. They are standing up. They are not fearing them anymore and want to do the right thing. So instead of people continuously hiding and shading themselves from the truth, listen. Okay? We're not trying to navigate you down some trickery path of lies and deceit. It's not how we work. We are people that are speaking up to let others know of what is really going on. Our children are not brought into this world to hurt, to steal, to ignore. Our children are the future. Unless you want the future to be brighter, we need to stand up and be there for each other, okay? And the kids. It's not right what's going on. If you have a child you bring into the world, you want to give it love. You want to teach it. You want to learn. And how are you going to learn if your child is taken from you at birth without giving a chance to be a mother to learn? The stuff they're teaching in schools, all this stuff, is by their own perception, their own points of views. And if you want to hear truth, you want to hear it from the actual people that have experienced it, not from the people that don't have kids that work at CPS. How exactly can make a good calls for kids if they do not have experience of being parents? Explain to me that. I don't get it. I really don't. And if I'm wrong, tell me. Please. I will fess up to things. If I don't know something, I will tell you exactly I don't know. And if I say something wrong and I'm corrected, hey. But if you're trying to correct me on something that I have factual evidence and life experience through, bite your tongue. Because I'm not going to listen to somebody who does not understand and know what the facts are. You know? That's how life is. That's how history is made. Is by learning from the history. In the present history, you're going to get nowhere unless you listen. Listen from the parents. Listen from the grandparents. On my YouTube channel, I have multiple stories from past victims. And one of them, her daughter's being adopted out right now because of lies. And we can validate that 100%. It's that the reason why the children have been taken is because of lies. But yet, with all that evidence we have shown you and opened your eyes to, all the evidence, still nothing's been done by people who can make a difference. So instead of continuing to hiding from the truth, listen. So that way that recent past history and way back history can be changed for a better, brighter future and better history to make for other kids to look up to. You know? That's how things are changed. Is by people standing up and doing the right thing. You know, I'm a lover, I'm not a fighter. So I used to be controlled by other people and their emotions and their anger and their control and their twisted minds, that I used to let them control me. I'd break down, feel like a failure, feel like I can't do anything, that I'm by myself, you know? It took a while for me to realize that I'm not by myself. I'm not. You may feel like you're alone, but you're not alone. There are other warriors out there as well. They're standing up by our sides. Just like with Jesus Christ, you can't see him, you can't feel him, you can't hear him verbatim, but he's still here. He's here for us. And what people go through and experience teaches them about other souls and other people that are controlled by a negative aura. You can't control them and their choices. Just like Jesus Christ cannot save everybody, but he can save the ones that are willing to see it from his point of view, see it through his eyes, as a third party, see it through his... Listen, there's so much you can learn and so much you can gain from everyday life lessons. I mean, that's how life is. And that's why we have so many friends. I gained so many, I call them like their acquaintances, and some are closer like friends that I've gained that are all the way around the world. And I call them FBF, Facebook friends. Put it that way. And the stuff I'm learning about in Hawaii, in Nigeria, the stuff that I'm learning that's going on UK, the stuff that I'm learning that's going on all around the world, I'm beyond words. You know, it's disgusting of what people have allowed themselves to go, how low they've allowed themselves to go. You know, we are here for each other, as a team, as a friends. You know, people are so trained to think of negative things first. When you look at somebody, you get your first impression, it counts. Always counts. But then again, you don't know what they face. You don't know what somebody just went through. So your first impression could be way off by an assumption because of something that they experienced just recently. Unless you're open to understand and to listen to somebody, you will stay with that negative assumption in your mind and not allow the truth to learn the truth of what actually happened, you know? It's so negative of how people are seeing things. But yet there's so much positive all around us. You know? We can make a change. But it's up to us to be able to be willing to make that change. And I was willing. I still am. That's why I changed. Become so much more confident. More positive, because I'm not going to allow a negative to another's negative aura or points of views to overcome mine ever again. You know, it's not the way it is. That's the way it's supposed to be. You control you. Don't allow another to control you and how you see things. You know? You're only as strong as you believe you are. And, you know, just a couple points of views where I've seen, and any questions or anything like that, be happy to ask. Talk to you later.